goals. Steve Lorentz, 15 breakaway chances over the last 3 years, 2 goals. So maybe not your best guy to go,
Yeah.
right? Anyhow, as I went through it, I'm saying to myself, okay, so who's getting inside? Who's getting inside the most? Who's getting high danger chances? And of course, after the loss, the morning after, you're looking at this type of stuff. So second round versus Florida, high danger slot area scoring chances in the series. Matthew Nyes, 6. And then you got to go all the way down the list. And it's Marner with 2, Matthews with 2. And that one hurts me because those are the guys that need to get each other in, and just didn't see it. Tavares had 2 as well. So there's 3 of your big boys. Nylander had 4. All right. So that's where your big boys are. And then you're looking at what it was against, because I'm watching the same game as you guys, and I'm seeing a lot of the same characters out there for the big chances against. And Tavares was on during the series for 11 high dangers against. And this is all at 5-on-5. Nylander, 11 high danger against. Riley led in a bad way in the second round with 21 high danger against.
I mean,
and Carlo was
unshocking.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those guys just got smoked. But I mean, yeah, it's hard to get inside, but typically when you're looking at a good team that's getting through right now, you're seeing a lot of 8s and a lot of 7s and 6s over the course of a series, where with the big boys here, we're just seeing 2s. And that's a big deal for me.
So would you have the numbers across the league on what names are the big boys across the league getting those numbers?
I don't have it in front of me, but I saw it today, and it's Connor, it's Rantanen, it's the guys that are getting through. I mean, I'll send it to you guys later on, but it's everybody else's big boys played big. Mm-hmm. You don't get through, and
yes,
kind of oftentimes just looks this way. Sorry, and I get it. There's, guys are going to take a lot of heat for this, and I even heard a few things like sometimes it's even tough to leave the house. I lived that too, boys. I was in Russia one year when I had an 897. I thought I was going to get shot.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Stop laughing. He's not joking.
No, it's a fair concern.
Hey, Barney, when I would carry my bag at the Red Army through the entrance, okay, because we got to carry our own stuff. We don't have that in the KHL.
Yeah.
There are 2 guys at the doorway with M16s. I'm trying not to bump them with my pads because that thing might go off.
Oh my God, man.
Could you stop it?
Yeah, I've heard some stories. It sounds terrifying. But you made it. You made it to get to tell us all these great stories.
I made it. Hey, we all die anyway, right?
Well, exactly.
That's a great attitude.
You know what? All I learned today about you is you're somebody, you're nobody, and you're everybody.
Sammy, I hope you're doing all right, pal. That was a tough one.
All good, brother. Heading in the right direction.
Hey, Valley, as always, thanks for doing this,
great
pal.
Great stuff. Appreciate it, Valley.
My pleasure, guys. Have
Steve
a great rest
Valley
of your week.
Cat, CEO, Clear Sight Analytics.
21 high danger chances against.
Yeah, it's not the Leafs hour, but I'm ready to have that conversation at some point. If you can't be better with Brandon Carlos, like they're out of guys to make you better, you might be the problem.
21 is crazy. And Tavares and Willie, if you're, sorry to do that, it's National Hour, but if you're offering Tavares a contract, that's look at this number, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you listen to Valley's Deep in the Valley on Tuesdays, because we heard some things about
Is that the
you.
official name of the segment?
I don't know.
We gotta sell that next year.
Deep in the Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
An outdoor company or something.
Anyways, it's game time. Presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Must be 19 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. So as you guys were talking to Valley there, I was getting a little creative on Bet365, and you can bet on in the specific series. So let's say, for example, you think that Leon Draisaitl is going to have a monster series against the Dallas Stars to propel them into the Stanley Cup final. You can bet on Leon Draisaitl to have 4 plus goals in the series, 3 plus goals in the series, or 5 plus goals in the series. You can bet him on 2 or whatever. So it's kind of fun to look through these. But I'm looking at the number here for Leon Draisaitl, who is plus 130 to have 4 goals in the series. They're playing a 7-game series against these guys. I actually think that's a pretty good number.
You're making the bet on how long.
4 guys, 4
So
out
many.
of a potential 6 or 7 games.
But you're betting
is
on how
a
long.
lot of goals.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen his playoff numbers there,
Oh, no,
Kip,
I
but he's
know,
been
I
a bit
know.
of a horse for them.
But now you're up against a
Okay, how about 3?
deeper blue line and a hot goaltender.
Yeah.
3?
3.
Three
months.
is
I like
3
3.
3 is minus 190.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
there's a big difference
There's
to
a-
bet 365 between
3 to 4 is huge.
Leon come
But-
out and have 2 tonight,
but-
and all of a sudden it changes.
But all he needs is 1 hat trick.
He
What
need a game.
What about
Yeah.
5 goals? Can I interest you in 5 goals for Leon Draisaitl?
Let's hear the number.
Plus 400 for
Now
5
it's
goals.
getting funky.
Mikko Rantanen you could bet him plus 550 at that number. Connor McDavid plus 650. So just an
buy that for a
just an interesting way to bet on the on that series. And I'm just quickly looking at the line for tonight. The Florida Panthers are plus 110 tonight for the against the Carolina Hurricanes, who are minus 130. I think some money has come in on the Carolina Hurricanes because when I placed a wager earlier today on the Florida Panthers, they were at plus 105. So people are betting on the
Whoa,
Carolina
that's a big
Hurricanes
swing.
tonight. And looking ahead to tomorrow night for the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars, Edmonton's slight underdogs at plus 105. Dallas, the favorites in that game, at minus 125. And that was Game Time, presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Must be 19 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly.
Okay, let's take a quick break. And when we return, we'll get into some NHL news and notes, including a general manager who's got a nice extension. The question is, did he deserve it? That and more when we return to Real Kipper and Bourne. Welcome back to the program. As a reminder, this hour, Real Kipper and Bourne, brought to you by Bet365. Nick Kiprios, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. As I mentioned before the break, Boston Bruins signed general manager Don Sweeney to a 2-year contract extension. This coming off the heels of the Boston Bruins missing the playoffs. I didn't see that coming.
I wonder if this was like he bet on Florida to get to the third round so they could get the first pick or first rounder for Marchand. He got the first rounder. Great job. Here's an extension. I mean, what went well? Why else would he be getting an extension other than them getting a first for Marchand?
If you look at that roster right now, I don't think many people would believe that they're going to come back and make the playoffs. Do you?
I mean, I kept looking at the daily faceoff, just as a list of forwards. Top line is Geeky on it. Kuznetsov off on the second line with Lysell, Kepke, Middlestat, Letary. Like the Lindholm deal didn't work.
I watch hockey every day and talk about hockey every day. I've never heard of 2 guys on their second line.
Farinacci.
I'm just wondering if they miss the playoffs again next year, what does a 2-year deal do for him?
It's like severance, right?
Sure.
But I don't
But
know.
I mean, this
Fire you
this
next
could be
year.
a 3 or 4 year, 5-year program here.
Do you think they're that? Do you think they're that
to get
in the
back into
tank?
contention?
You know, what on their roster makes you think they're going to do that? You're right. Like Mason Lohrei, top pairs at Aura. Fraser Minton better be real good.
I hope he's bad, in fact. Sorry, Frazier, but
I like him.
I really hope you don't turn into
I like him.
Patrice
I like
Bergeron
Carlo a
2.0.
ton, and I don't have regrets for the Leafs there,
Mid.
but I like Minton a lot.
Yeah.
I think
Lindholm.
it's a safe pickup.
1C.
I did mention in yesterday's program, I'm not sure if I did it in the Leaf Edition or the National Hour, that, and I think you said, oh, now you say that, but Brad Marchand, in terms of resigning in Florida, I think it'll be too challenging, knowing that you may want to take another crack at Sam Bennett. But
So-
if he's out there and he didn't get that extension from the Boston Bruins, somebody may give it to him.
Who you talking about? Like
Brad Marchand.
I know, but what team you're saying Florida won't?
I don't know
Of
if
course, someone will.
Yeah, but like 4 years, like could he potentially be looking for a Stamkos type of contract? And we know it didn't work out well in Nashville, but that's not to say that Stamkos can't have a rebound year in Nashville, and maybe it was too much of something else that Nashville's got to rebalance. But Marchand went from a guy that was, put it this way, I talked to maybe 2 or 3 teams after Four Nations, and they told me flat out, he can't skate anymore. Can't keep up.
Watching Four Nations, it was tough
Right?
not to leave with that conclusion.
For sure. But we are also talking about like the best on the planet getting together to play a hockey game here. And although that we can
The
look
level of that was
the-
out of this world.
it's the playoffs aren't as fast as that.
No, there's nothing like what that was.
There's still like legitimate fourth line guys
Yeah.
in the playoffs in the Final Four, and it's not as fast.
Mhm.
And now Marchand looks really good again.
That line killed the Leafs. Killed the Leafs.
I'm trying to find where, here we go, on Hockey Reference, where they've got Hart Trophy votes. Marchand got Hart Trophy votes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate seasons in the NHL. And he's been underpaid his whole career, right? He's made $68 million. I know that's a lot of money. He's been
No, but he has not
worth double that.
he's not participated in the new money, and he got caught up in the I can't get paid past Bergeron,
Internal cap they had
right?
there.
Who set the Boston?
It was
record?
Bergeron.
Bergeron,
Yeah.
right. So he did it. He signed it. He lived